Hey guys, can you believe it? We're already at week 2 of our 52-week organizing challenge. I hope everybody had great success with week 1 and you're ready to move on to week 2. This week we are going to tackle our home office. Now I realize not everybody has a room dedicated to your home office. I'm one of those people. I have a teeny tiny space that I have organized as our office area or office command center, but you don't have to have a whole room to organize. We're just going to focus on getting a space in our home organized for our office type supplies. Maybe that's computer, printer, paperwork, things like that. So today I will be showing you how I've set up our office area. Like I said, it's teeny tiny, but it still functions for us. And I'm going to be tweaking a few things this year from what I did last year. But we are just going to focus on the area as a whole. We're not going to get into specifics such as filing and receipts and that sort of thing. That will be in a later week to come. This week we are just going to be focusing on our home office area as a whole. So I hope that you guys find some inspiration. Like I said before, please leave comments below as to how you're organizing your space. Check us out on Instagram. I'll leave the hashtag right here. You guys can hashtag this, and I will be checking out your progress. If you want to take pictures and upload them to Instagram, that would be awesome. If you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I think all of us as a whole can help each other out. And I look forward to seeing and hearing all of your wonderful ideas. So this week we're going to focus on our home office. I'm going to show you work in progress and how I have sort of set up our home office area. Thanks so much for watching.
Okay, so here is the before. This is the area that we have dedicated for our office type supplies, and as you can see, it's pretty messy. There are definitely a few things that I want to change this year. I would like to find a better system for filing paper because that was the #1 thing. As you can see, I just don't have enough space up here, so it all starts piling up down here, and I just wanted to kind of give it an overhaul and just reorganize it and figure out how to use this space so that way it's a functional space, because obviously it's very small. So I'm going to try to tweak things a little bit, and hopefully this will be a much better functioning space for 2016.
Right, so before I start a project, I like to sort of write down my needs and wants for the project, so that way I can go into it having some idea of how I'm going to set up the space and how I'm going to organize it. So I just went ahead and wrote down the things that I need from the space, the things that I want to work on and sort of change from last year. Most of it is my filing. I really did not have a good filing system last year and a lot of papers piled up, so I wanted to sort of tweak that. And then I just did like a general sketch of my like hang up organizer and how I wanted to organize it. So now I'm going to go ahead and purge my space and reorganize it.
Okay, so I just went ahead and totally reorganized this. It was a pretty big project. It did take quite a bit of time just because I went through all of my files and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and explain how I have set up this area. And as you can see, it is a very, very small area that I'm working with. Like I said, you really do not have to have a big office space. I am just using a corner of my laundry room to store all of my office type supplies and the things that I need to run my household and my daycare on a regular basis. So first I have this hang up organizer from 31, and this is really great because it takes advantage of the vertical space. If you have a crammed space and a smaller space that you're working with, it's important to take advantage of that vertical space because obviously I don't have a lot of desk space that I'm working with or floor space. So I have this organizer. Okay, so first let's talk about this hang up organizer from 31. I have moved things around quite a bit from last year. I am going to be putting a cork board over here. I just haven't found one yet that fits that size, so I'm still on the lookout. But I'm going to be putting the cork board here, and I will be hanging up all of our events, invitations, any notices that I need to hang on to, that sort of thing, right up there. I'm using this section over here as a whiteboard, so any notes that I need to jot down if I get a phone call and I need to write something down quickly, I can use that. Over here in this section, I am using that as all of our schedules. So I just flip them around for privacy reasons, but school schedules, sports schedules, work schedules, anything like that will go right here. So that way I can have that at quick reference. On these pockets over here, I'm storing a list pad. I use that a lot for just quick notes and lists that I need to make. And in this pocket, I just have some tape and extra paper clips. Over here, I'm just keeping some dry erase markers and pencils. And then it has these 4 large pockets. So for this one, we're keeping all of our takeout menus. I store my camera in this one. Coupons in this one, and anything that needs our attention. So things that we need to fill out and mail out, you know, anything that's sort of pending that I need to, or my husband needs to take action with, or, you know, fill out, or anything like that. Anything that just needs attention goes into this pocket. And then I have totally changed out my filing system for 2016. I'm going to try a new method. I'm going to talk about that in a later video because we are not going to be focusing on that this week. We will be focusing on our filing system in an upcoming week. But this is where I'm going to be keeping my filing system along with my notebook and planner. And then I'm just keeping my checkbooks in here, envelopes and stamps in this one, pens right here. And then I have some office supplies, extra folders, computer paper, that sort of thing on this top shelf. Our laptop and tablets go on this second shelf. Printer and label maker go on this shelf. And then down here is more of my long-term filing for my daycare and home. Okay, and then over here I've just hung up these little file holders and keeping some of the binders that I need to access on a regular basis up here. So the first one is my daycare binder. I keep all of my children's information along with my meal planning for my daycare and any important documents that I need on hand. In this one, I have our family binder with a lot of our personal information and again, just things, records and that sort of thing that I want to keep on hand. And then that top binder up there is for my kids' school. So again, any information that comes home from school that I need to hold on to, their report cards, their schedules, anything like that goes into this binder. And again, I'm just taking advantage of the vertical space and hanging these file holders up. Okay guys, so that is how I've organized my teeny tiny office area. Again, you don't need a huge room to organize your office supplies. Just carve out a small section of your home if you don't have a room to dedicate to your office. And by taking advantage of your vertical space, you can really fit a lot in there. I have all the essentials that I need to run my household and my business on a regular basis right here in this one area. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I will try to do an update video to let you know how this way works out rather than last year's setup. I'll try to link last year's setup down below. I just changed a few things out and I'm hoping that it will with this filing system, it will be easier for me to file and there won't be as much of a pile up of papers. So anyways, that is my teeny tiny office area. I cannot wait to hear about how you guys are organizing your office space. Definitely keep me in the loop in the comment section below. And thanks so much for watching, guys.